What's up, Gen Xers? It's Jason and Dave coming at you for a little football preview. I think we're going to call this bit the 15 minutes of football with
I like it.
the Gen X Point of View podcast. And since we only have so much time, I say we just get right into it. What do you think?
Hell
Do you
yeah.
hear that? Do you hear that sound?
I do. The hell is that?
I think it was my phone too close to the laptop.
Is
doing
that
it
still a
live.
thing?
Yeah, apparently.
You put a cell phone next to a speaker and it's like zzz, zzz,
Yeah,
zzz.
it was like on top of the keypad. But
You'd think cell phone technology would have moved past that by
I
now.
know, what the fuck, man.
Anyway.
It's one of those isms of us doing it both remotely.
Yeah,
So-
indeed. So football. We got our first week of fantasy football.
All right, hang on.
Oh.
We're gonna set the timer. We're gonna make this official
Okay.
because this could go on forever if we don't have a timer.
That is true.
All right, so hey Siri, set a 15-minute timer.
Okay. 15 minutes and counting.
All right. So when she's done, we're done.
All right, so get right into it with tonight's matchup. It's the Houston Texans at Kansas City Chiefs. Kansas City's given 9. So basically a touchdown and then some. So Kansas City's obviously favored. Super Bowl champs. What do you got?
It's weird though, man, because COVID has fucked everything up in our lives. From fucking work to play to the NFL. So, I mean, in most situations, I'd say Kansas City, no doubt, right?
Mm-hmm.
No Super Bowl hangover is going to happen here. I'm sure of it. But I'm actually going to give Houston the edge. Houston has something to prove. We've had weird, not as much offseason practice. There was no preseason. So I think Houston's going to be hungrier, and I'm going to give them the win.
No shit.
Yeah.
Personally, I think Big Red's going to have Kansas City ready to go. You know, I'm not necessarily picking them to win another Super Bowl, but I think that it's going to be one of those matchups where offense is going to dominate. Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know what the over under is, but I would take the over, whatever it is, because I think Deshaun Watson, Patrick Mahomes are going to light shit up, and if you've got them in your fantasy, then they're going to be guaranteed to get you started off right.
Mm-hmm.
So. But see, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put week 1. I'm going to write this down, and then.
So, by the way, is this how we're doing this? We're picking each game. Is that how this is going to roll?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. All right.
We didn't really discuss the format leading up to this, so.
No, we did not. We're totally doing it live. Jason picks the Texans. Dave picks the Chiefs. All right. Next matchup. Just because I'm scrolling through Bleacher Report. And by the way, the spread is from BleacherReport.com from today. So if you're betting on this,
legit.
Yeah, and if you're betting on this, you know already. Look up your own numbers. But
so are we going by the spread, or are we just going by win-loss?
Win-loss.
Okay.
Yeah. The spread. I'm just giving the benefit of the spread for those who care.
Yeah.
All right. Cleveland Browns at Baltimore Ravens. So the spread right now is Baltimore is giving 8. So. It's a home opener for Baltimore. They've got a stud at quarterback. I think they're pretty stacked at running back. What do you think?
Yeah, you couldn't pay me to go with a Cleveland team ever. Throughout the course of history, for as long as mankind and Jason Roscom exist, I will never pick the Cleveland Browns to win anything. So that's my answer.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. I mean, the Cleveland Steamers, I think, are going to continue to do what they do. I think the only team that's going to be worse than them is the Detroit Lions. So, in fact, I'm not even looking at the chat. There's people in there. Hola! No, we did not see that Navy game. So, Jason's going with Baltimore, and so am I. All right. Next up, Eagles at Washington Football Team. Right now, Philly's given 5.5. Which, yeah, it's not great. That's not a great spread, to be honest.
Yeah.
You're talking about less than a touchdown. Let's face it. I'm a Philly homer, And I look at this Eagles team, and I think that they have a really good chance of being contenders this year. Nobody's giving them a chance. Too many fucking Cowboy jerk-offs are giving the Cowboys the East this season. So fuck you. Fuck all your Cowboy love. And it's purely based on fucking Dak Prescott hype and Ezekiel Elliott. Well,
Yeah.
Fuck off. We'll get to that. But I'm obviously picking the Eagles in this.
Yeah, in an age, again, going back to the COVID thing where we had no preseason, we had very limited practices up to this point. You got to go with the better coaches and managers of these teams, and I'm going to go with the Eagles on that one.
Yeah, just for shits and giggles, the score prediction for the Eagles-Redskins is Eagles 24, Redskins 19, as far as that goes. I think the Washington football franchise is going to be a fucking dumpster fire this entire season. It's going to be great. Next up, Colts at Jags. Indy's given 8 in this one. This is going to be interesting. I'm trying to I knew there was a big who's the quarterback Philip Rivers. Philip Rivers now is a Colt. So Philip Rivers in a dome. He's coming from San Diego, so going to a dome is going to be it's guaranteeing him more games of good weather, and he thrives. And with the offense that they have in Indy, I think that a guy like Rivers can actually thrive pretty well. From a fantasy perspective, I think he's going to do well. I don't think anybody else does, but
yeah.
What do you think?
I'm going to go with the Jaguars only because I don't know dick about either of these teams, but I do have the Jaguars starting running back on my roster in fantasy football.
There you go.
So that's who I'm going to go with.
Yeah,
he's not even starting for me though either. So
well, you have him though. So
yeah.
There's stuff they're talking in the chat about Navy. I guess the Boise State game. I didn't even know they were playing it.
Yeah, we're not talking about college. We're on limited time here. Because I still want to get some fantasy talk in before we close it up.
We got Jets at Bills is next. Buffalo by 6.5.
I'm going to go with the Jets. I feel like I'm still sort of an adopted Jets fan after the way the fans treated us very well when I held the flag on the middle of the field years ago. If it's two teams I don't really give a shit or care about, then I'll pick the Jets.
So I think the Bills are actually going to be the team to beat in their division this year. I think they have a good...
Even over the Patriots?
Even over their Patriots. I think the Patriots... Look, I said it before. I think the Patriots are not going to have the fucking... Without Tom Brady, without Gronk, I don't think that they're going to have that level of success. I think I'll take the Bills in this game, and I take the Bills to win the division, even though I have Le'Veon Bell as my fucking starting running back for the Jets. Hopefully he has a good day, but... regardless.
Yeah.
Speaking of New England, we got Dolphins at New England. New England's only favored by 6.5, so not even a touchdown.
Well, the funny thing is throughout the years, the Dolphins have always kind of had New England's number at times. So
especially in Miami.
But I think Belichick, he's going to have a hard-on all year for proving that he can go without Brady. And he might be doing some underhanded things, maybe deflating some balls, maybe videotaping some defensive signals. So
maybe shit.
So I'm going to give it to the Patriots this weekend.
I'm actually going with New England as well. I just don't think that Miami. I just don't think Miami's got the squad right now. And fact is, I'm looking at like a top 25 list of players, and there isn't a single Miami player on the fantasy radar right now. So. We'll see about that, which sucks because Mike Gesicki, who was a Penn Stater, great tight end at Penn State. He's with this Miami franchise that's kind of bad. So sad face. Next up, Bears at Lions.
Well, I'll never vote for the Lions either, for the same reason I'd never vote for the Browns. Plus, fuck Big Lovin'. I'm gonna crush his ass this weekend.
So Jason's going with the Bears. Man, I'll tell you what, the spread is Detroit by 3. I mean, that's honestly, that's home. That's the home field advantage right there. When it comes to spreads, it's like if they're even matched, you give the home team a field goal advantage. So Big Lovin' says, "Fuck you, Jason."
Oh, I saw it.
I'm going with Detroit on this one. Just because I think Chicago is a dumpster fire.
Okay, fair enough.
And we'll see. I mean, it's one of those where it's like, again, I don't really give a shit. It's just more fun to bust on the Lions. Next up, Seahawks at Falcons. Jason loves the Seahawks, by the way.
I hate the fucking
The spread
Seahawks.
is Seattle by 1.5.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you think the Falcons finally got their shit together this year? Like, honestly, they're one of those teams that have had so much promise for damn near a decade now, and they always fucking come up short. They always drop the ball, or they just have a complete garbage season. So, which Atlanta Falcons are we going to see this year?
I want the Atlanta Falcons to beat the Seahawks because I fucking hate the Seahawks.
Oh, same here. But unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to pick Seattle in this situation because yeah.
All right. I'm picking the Falcons. I think I think the Falcons are a better team, and Seattle is overrated. What's Seattle going to do when they don't have their fucking 12th man bullshit to hang their hat on, right? Not knowing that, like, there's got to be a vibe in these stadiums that the players aren't going to be able to feed off of. I don't care if they're pumping fake crowd noise in or what, but
well, I mean, the Seahawks have always pumped in fake crowd noise, so this is actually going to be normal for them.
Yeah, they just won't have the fucking lame ass flag raising or whatever unless they do it social distancing. I don't really give a shit.
Yeah.
Next up, Packers at Vikings. This Minnesota by 2.5. So again, this is a coin flip. It's at the Vikings.
I've got players from both teams on my fantasy team also, so I don't know. This is
dude. And looking at the predictions based on what Bleacher Report is running, like everybody picked Green Bay, but like the score prediction was 24-23. I mean, so you're looking at a boxing match where they're going to come out swinging right away.
And where are they playing again?
It's at Minnesota.
Okay, I'll go with the Vikings on that one then.
You're going Vikings?
Yeah.
I'm going Green Bay. This, I think, in a coin flip. Yeah, I'm going Green Bay. Vikings, I think, are a better football team, but with a coin flip, I'd rather bet on Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah.
Okay, the Las Vegas Raiders at the Carolina Panthers. A Carolina Panthers team which does not have fucking Cam Newton anymore.
Yeah, like what marquee player does Carolina have anymore?
DJ
the
Moore,
running back.
Good wide receiver. He's kind of at the top. They think he's going to do good things this year.
But who's throwing to him? I don't even know who their fucking quarterback is.
Some guy. Bridgewater, Teddy Bridgewater, right?
Oh, okay. The leftovers from Tampa Bay, right?
Well, no, Bridgewater was. Fuck if I know. I don't remember.
Yeah, McCaffrey, the running back. Apparently, he's good.
Yes. Oh, yeah. He went number 1 in our fantasy draft, as he should. He's a point getter.
Yeah.
That
doesn't equate to a good team, though.
Facts. You know what? I'm going with the Raiders just because it's their first time wearing the Las Vegas colors. And,
so the guy who shit so much on Gruden over the last 2 years, now all of a sudden you're going with the Raiders?
I'm looking at a football game, and if for purposes of a football game, I'm going with the Raiders to win.
Well, I mean, I think Chucky knows that this is probably the make or break year for him. If he doesn't do something, then that 10-year contract that he's got is going to get ripped up, and he's going to go back to the broadcasting booth. So fuck it, I'll go with the Raiders too.
There you go. Big lovin', dancing in the streets. All right, next matchup: Chargers at Bengals.
Again,
Bengals is giving 3.
I don't even know who the Chargers quarterback is right now.
I can tell you that it's not fucking Phillip Rivers. I can tell you that.
Is the rookie starting for Cincinnati? That kid from
I think it is.
You know what? I typically shit on the Bengals, but I'll give them a shot. I'll go with Cincinnati on this one.
You going Cincinnati?
Yeah, if they're starting that new kid, fuck it. I'd like to see what he's got.
That's fair. I'm going the Bolts.
Yeah, I watched one of his last games in college last season, and man, that kid was fucking fire. And granted, that may not translate well into the NFL, but
Yeah, I mean, look, this is one of those seasons where, because there hasn't been preseason, I haven't been able to watch a lot of games, and I'm going solely based on just kind of gut reaction of the little bit I have absorbed. So I think as we go on throughout the season, we start to learn who these players are and who's playing and well and not, and especially from a fantasy perspective, we can have a better conversation about that.
Yep.
But next up, Cardinals at Niners.
Niners, obviously.
I mean, that's it. You're just fuck it, going Niners.
I mean,
Are you going to pick against the Niners this year?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
No. I mean,
right.
I can't think of a team that's better than them. So, ooh, aren't the Eagles playing the Niners this year?
I think so.
Yeah.
I don't remember. And by the way, the spread in that is San Francisco by 6.5, so it's still less than a touchdown. The Cardinals have a dynamic young quarterback. You know, he's a second-year guy out of fucking Louisville, whose name is escaping me right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I still think the 49ers are a better team, so I'm going on with 49ers.
Yeah, Eagles at 49ers, October 4th.
There you go. Must-see TV.
Indeed.
In the Roscom household. I'll come over and shit on the Niners for you. All right, that's 15 minutes is up. But we got
already?
Yeah.
All right, let's bang out the rest of these real quick.
All right, Bucks at Saints. New Orleans is given 3.5.
Woo! I'm gonna go Saints, man. I want to see Tom Brady crash and fucking burn.
Yeah, same. I have Drew Brees. I'm starting him in fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Drew Brees is. It's an interesting matchup because of Brees versus Brady, but Brady in a new fucking uniform.
Yeah.
And honestly, when it's that close again, when it's a coin flip and you're in New Orleans, you almost have to go to New Orleans, even without the fucking fans in there. I think this for whatever reason, the Saints just seem to merge around whatever's going on in their state. They're recovering still from that fucking hurricane. They're going to go in there, but like, hey, we're representing the state of Louisiana, blah 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 blah, and they're going to go out there and they're going to win. And plus, I agree. I want to see Tom Brady the same way I saw him in the Super Bowl, sitting on his ass with the fucking head in his hands, going, "I can't believe it. I should have never left."
I just got a text from Kristen. I thought it was her being like, "What the fuck are you talking about? Tom Brady's rich." Because she's a split fan. Now she's both a Patriots fan and a Tampa Bay fan because she still loves Brady. So whatever.
Yeah. Well, she just might as well just go ahead and say she's a Brady fan and just fuck it. Because he's going to go to the Hall of Fame as a fucking Patriot, right? I mean,
I sure hope so.
Just like fucking Brett Favre didn't go to he's not going to the Hall of Fame as a fucking Viking.
Right.
Cowboys at Rams. Dallas is given 3. So they're picking Dallas by a field goal. That's basically.
The Rams are kind of like, I look at them the way I look at the Falcons. They're real kind of hit or miss. They're only, a year and a half removed from a Super Bowl appearance, but.
Yeah, but Jared Goff is like what they thought Jared Goff was going to be. He's not that guy. He proved that last season. So.
Well, you know what? The Rams were my grandfather's team, so I'm going to go with the Rams anyway. Just out of respect for my my grandfather.
I like that. I like what you're doing there. I'm picking the Cowboys just because I'm trying to pick games and win. I think the Cowboys are going to beat them. And if they lose, I'm happy either way.
There you go.
All right. Then next up, Steelers at Giants. Luna Girls Giants team.
Yeah, sorry, Luna Girl, but Steelers.
Pittsburgh's given 5.5.
They should be given 15.5, and they'd still win.
Yes, I'll tell you, the Giants' defense is bad. It's not good. So I picked the Steelers as well.
Mm-hmm.
And look, I don't have much love for the fucking Steelers, being a fucking Eagles fan, but you got to call them as you see them.
Yep.
All right, the Monday night game. I think there's only one Monday night game this
Monday Night Football on NBC.
Is that what it is? Oh fuck!
Is it still is?
No, that's
yeah.
I thought Sunday Night Football.
No, that's Sunday night. Sunday Night Football on NBC.
Yeah, horrible. Titans at Broncos. Tennessee's given 2.5 in this. So again, another proverbial coin flip.
Grenade free zone. Titans. Backside will be Broncos.
Okay.
Broncos.
Jason's going Broncos. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's That's a tough one. Where is it? It's in Denver, right? They just had snow recently out there.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
crazy.
In the age of COVID, when you haven't been practicing a lot, you go up to fucking Mile High, you might be sucking wind a lot earlier in that game. Fuck. I
Yeah.
think I picked the wrong team.
Yeah. Well, no, you picked the
No,
Broncos.
Oh, I did pick the Broncos.
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, so you picked the right team. I'm going Broncos as well. Although I think there's a lot of people out there that think the Titans are going to put together a nice season. But I agree with the way preseason's been, and people. I just somebody's going to gas out in that game.
Yeah, conditioning's just not there.
Yeah, and the Broncos are running a preseason. They have to be cognizant of that. So yeah, and that's it. That's week 1.
All right.
So I got our picks written down here. I'll take a picture of that, and then we'll keep it for the sacred Jedi annals of who is. Where I think what we're gonna do is we'll get like a point per win,
Okay, yeah.
right?
And then like do we like who won
who
games
picked-
last week and
Who picked for that week? So
and then keep a total running throughout the season?
yeah, absolutely.
Perfect.
So-
Now I got
No, you're gonna talk about fantasy. Let's.
yes, so
that
I
in.
do want to address the fact that I don't know if you noticed, but this week it is you and I against the 2 Escape Pod guys.
Is
So
it really?
we have to beat that Escape Pod ass this weekend.
That's right.
So
Yes, we do.
I got Brady, you got Don. Fuck them. I hope they both get annihilated. And ATSW/JetXPOV will stand tall.
That's right. I am right now not favored against the Detroit Death Stars.
The fuck, Dave?
Well, I mean, it's a 12-person team, and I drafted according to Yahoo. I only drafted at a fucking B+, so or
Yeah.
B-, one of those.
I got a C+. C+. So I want to make one more quick point, unless you have any more shitting on the Escape Pod guys.
Oh no, we can squeeze some more of that in later.
Okay, so because we changed one of the flex slots to be to include a quarterback, which I think is a great move, by the way. There are only 2 starting quarterbacks right now, and I don't even know if these guys are starters that aren't on a fantasy team in our 12-team league.
Really?
So yeah, Mitch Trubinsky and Ryan Fitzpatrick are the only starting-looking quarterbacks that don't have a team. So there are no fucking quarterbacks left. In case, so if like one of us loses a fucking QB early on in the season,
Hey.
it's gonna be slim fucking pickings.
Hey, it's the luck of the draw, and you hope that you drafted some depth, or you can work the waiver wire appropriately.
Mhm.
Because somebody's going to step up. I mean, there's the backup quarterbacks aren't accounted for. I mean, we're just talking about the starters right now.
Sure,
So,
yeah, but yeah, the starting quarterback roster has been picked clean.
So, since the games haven't started yet, let's make our Super Bowl predictions.
Okay. Oh God. All right. I think it's going to be Baltimore for the AFC.
Okay.
I think they looked phenomenal last year, but they just fucking steamed out for some reason in the playoffs. But they were looking like the team. And it'll be the 49ers for the NFC. And then the 49ers will finally go over and get their 6th Super Bowl win.
Interesting. So I'll tell you what, I'm having a tough time with the NFC to figure out who I'm going to pick. But I think the Texans on the other side. I don't see the Chiefs repeating.
Yeah, it's too hard to repeat in this
yeah.
day and age.
And the Texans are a really, really good football team. And even though I picked them to lose this first matchup, I think the Texans ultimately will prevail.
Yeah, we need to kick Solsky out of the chat.
What's he talking? Is he talking shit?
He's
Lions
predicting
win
the
the Super Bowl.
Lions win the Super Bowl.
Hey,
Please.
look, man, he can keep talking about it, and I appreciate that. I have to pick somebody, and I don't want to be a fucking homer.
You don't want to pick the Eagles?
I don't, because
Well, you know who most of the experts are picking right now? A lot of experts are picking the fucking Cowboys, which neither of us wants to fucking see.
no,
So I don't know where this came from.
dude. It's let's jerk off Jerry Jones with both fucking hands.
Yeah.
Like, that's all that is. That's all just fucking Jones. Ah,
Bronco Fed's trolling us pretty big in the chat.
Jets Raiders.
Yeah.
You
When that
can't have
happens,
Jets Raiders in Super Bowl. That
yeah,
they're
hence the
both in the
trolling.
AFC.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah. There you go. So I went with the Saints.
That's surprising. But I mean,
I got to pick somebody, so I'm going with the Saints. Listen, this is one of those where I don't know enough about these teams. Honestly, it's not a very informed decision this year. And
Yeah,
I'm usually like my football shit starts with the fucking with college football getting started, and then the fucking preseason games, and like really seeing where people are. Fucking going into fantasy football drafts with all this fucking information.
yeah, because it gets you in that football mindset.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's the end of summer. The only thing to look forward to in the fucking fall and winter is football.
Yep.
So instead, what we were focusing on is like, are we going to have a fucking even a year football? Have football at all? We don't have college, so yeah. I think for our college football fans out there, there's an interesting article about Coach Franklin from Penn State really being upset with the fucking Big Ten and their lack of fucking communication about what they're thinking with the seasons and shit like that.
Yeah,
It's just for the Big Ten and Jason being a quasi fucking Michigan fan, and we have a lot of our other Michigan fandom. Yeah, right. And you wouldn't even have that hat if the fucking the Galactic Refugees didn't fucking bring it with them for the 100th episode.
And I appreciate them doing that.
But yeah, we'll see. Hey, I'm excited for football.
Yeah.
I'm stuck at the lodge right now. Hopefully I get out in time to at least catch some of the football game to get a little bit more in the mood.
Yeah.
But I'll be sitting in front of the TV watching it on Sunday.
All right.
Watching the Eagles fucking plow that Washington football ass.
Wow, that's a visual. So
you started it. You said that shit first, and now it's in my head.
All right, fair enough. So thanks everybody for tuning in. That was a lot of fun. I know it was quick, but Dave and I both have shit to do. I've still got to eat my dinner or the second half of my dinner. Right. And yeah, just a quick and dirty, and we will see everybody soon. And what else you got, Dave?
Nothing.
All right. Well, then we are going to end now. And remember, all of these predictions were brought to you are true from a Gen X point of view.
Peace.